And we're moving on to the next bit of news. This is also more of a serious topic because over the weekend, I guess it was more Monday and Tuesday, if you have never seen the show Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man hosted by Emmanuel Acho on social media, it's an incredible show. You should go check it out. But Roger Goodell was a guest on that show this past week for a 2-part interview, and they talked about a lot of things, including Colin Kaepernick, but the most interesting soundbite was that Emmanuel Acho straight up asked him, would you support players kneeling during the national anthem this year? And Roger said, yes, he would. So that's the news headline right now, is that as of right now, the NFL commissioner is saying, yes, I will support players kneeling for the national anthem. And it feels like the league has really come a long way from a couple years ago where this was such a divisive topic. Right, guys?
Yeah, actually, this is a story that means a lot to me personally because I fully believe in free speech and the right for free protest. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I live in Texas. All my friends will kill me for this, but not only did I support the right of what Kaepernick was protesting, but what he was protesting for. And so the fact that people wouldn't at least say, oh, I might not agree with them, but the fact that he's protesting the flag, he's not protesting the flag, he's protesting injustice in this country. And the fact that Roger Goodell is just now coming around 4 years later after all of this kind of shows a lot about his character, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, you and I talked off air when we were watching that interview, and I texted you and I go like, it just doesn't feel like he's genuine when he says it. Like he goes like, oh, I finally get it. But it doesn't feel like he really gets it. It feels like more like that more people around the country support the movement, that now he's kind of being forced to accept it, even if he doesn't want to, kind of thing. That's how I personally feel.
Yeah, it seems to me like it's lip service for a very symbolic, something that at this point would hurt him more financially if he opposed this.
Yes.
Particularly, don't you remember in June when there were so many symbolic changes that were going on, around the country? Mm-hmm. It just feels like another one, and it just feels like Roger Goodell is a sheep following in line.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm really interested to hear what Mark has to say on this subject, because out of the both of us, Mark is technically an outsider because he's not an American. I don't mean that as kind of like a dunk on him, but I feel like he can offer a different kind of perspective on how this is viewed kind of to football fans around the world. What is your take on this one, Mark?
And it's not even football fans around the world. Just I was trying to think of the words for my opinion, just as Chance was talking there. Like, as an outsider looking in, my friends and I have talked of late about how America's star has dimmed across the world at the moment, that they, for the longest time, have been seen as the big brother to everyone, and the state that the country is in right now between Black Lives Matter and how that transfers into the whole Colin Kaepernick story, to bring it back to football, but that it's been very messy, and it's gotten extremely messy the last couple of years in particular, if not the two before that as well. And I mean, I can only hope that Roger Goodell will be true to his word. There's been a lot of speculation from everyone for the last number of years that it's really now action is what's going to be needed before you believe anything. And it's a shame that we're at that point where we all have to be so hesitant to believe others. But I hope that it's true, and I hope this year that we do see a lot more progress from that. Again, it's not something that comes through so much in Ireland. I mean, our police don't handle guns is one thing, and certainly there's not so many people of colour living in Ireland. So racism is there, but I suppose it doesn't have a chance to show its ugly face as frequently. So yeah, it's something that I'm a bit more, I don't have as much experience with, but it seems to definitely be deadly over in America right now. So it's pretty toxic, and I just hope that we can all start to move forward and see some more progress. And it's great that the likes of Emmanuel Acho, who has, it must be added, been fighting this battle for a number of years now. Of course, he's getting his voice is being heard a bit more, but it's great that those voices are being heard some more.
You made a lot of really good points, is that, over the last couple of years, this has become such I'm trying to find the words to really describe it, because, it's become such a divisive topic, is that this started because Kaepernick was protesting racial injustice, and then it got twisted and turned into something it's not. And now kind of just crazy what we're doing in this country at this point. But Roger Goodell coming out and saying that he's going to support players who kneel, even if he doesn't fully mean it, and it is just lip service, like Chance and I said a second ago, it is kind of a big deal, even if he's not 100% genuine when he says those things. having the commissioner of a massive sports league that's massive in every community across the United States and growing into communities globally, it's a very big deal when he says something like that. So
it's crazy that it's known as a big deal because it's the simplest gesture and it's the right thing clearly to do. That I can't believe that it's taking this kind of convincing to get it done, but that's where America seems to be at the moment.
Yeah, you're absolutely
right. I could
right.
not think of a better version of a non-violent protest. Like, it's so simple. You said it best. It's just such a simple gesture. And the fact that not only are people disagreeing with him protesting like what he's actually protesting, but they disagree with the fact that he has the right to kneel or not. It's just crazy.
Ain't no lies there, guys. Ain't no lies there. So once again, Roger Goodell went on Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, and you guys should go check out that interview because they talked about a lot of really tough topics, including Colin Kaepernick and Roger's view on that now. So go check that out if you get the chance. But once again, Roger Goodell is saying, at least for now, that if players kneel during the national anthem, he will 100% support it.